Amen. Say man. Kyrie getting sturdy all the way from DSU, where I teach y'all and show y'all how to get your mind sturdy. You know what I'm saying? We got 12 members that joined DSU, the Sturdy University. We got 12 of them. We on our way to 20. We got to get 20 up here. That's what we need. We need 20 members inside DSU, the Sturdy University, because more people that join the Sturdy University and get their membership, get their free scholarship to DSU, that's just one extra person that's going to learn how to get their mind sturdy. But today's topic is going to be a very deep topic. We're going to be talking about, emotional customization. Now, my last video was physical, and I told you this is going to be a series, a 3-part series, physical, emotional, and mental. And I also said in my last video how all my videos are connected with each other. Every single video that I have made are connected with each other in some way and go back on a topic that I've talked about in one of my past videos. Now, before I get into that, I want to talk about my side hustle that I have, which is my Poshmark. And if you ever want to go buy some clothes, because I resell clothes that I may have worn, not worn, and I take pictures of them, I clean them, take pictures of them, and then I post them on my Poshmark, and you have the ability to buy them. And you also can make offers with me, and you can just buy it like that. And if you make an offer, you can try to make an offer with a lower price, and I'll see if that price satisfies both of us, basically. So if you make an offer, if the price that you offer satisfies both of us, I'm most likely going to accept the offer, and then I'll ship it to you like that. But it's Poshmark, and my Poshmark is King Wardrobe. If you go in the description box and the link in the description, you're going to see all the details and all the information about my Poshmark. And there's also going to be a link to it that you can click on, and you can see if there's any clothes in there that you might want. So I'm still posting clothes up there too. I always post clothes. But enough of that. Let's get straight into the video topic. You know what I'm saying? I've been actually waiting to talk about this, bring up this series, because I've been thinking about this series for a while, and finally being able to, start talking about the series is a really good thing. So the first thing I want to talk about is self-control, because this is the emotional part of emotional customization. So I want to talk about self-control. So self-control, the definition, or my definition of self-control, is having the ability to control one's emotions, right? And not having that ability can be a detriment to you. And let me tell you why. Because a lot of people, your emotions can cause you to act on certain things or act a certain way. And certain times, your actions can cause you to put yourself in a lower position instead of putting you in a position of power. And what you want to do is you want to be putting yourselves in positions of power and positioning yourself to get the things that you want. And if you act in a certain way or behave in a certain way because you don't know how to control your emotions, you're going to keep yourself from being able to get something that you want or get where you need to be. So for example, in a situation where you might be having a debate with a teacher, right? Let's just say, if you are able to come up with a good argument against the teacher, he'll probably give you extra credit or something like that. That's something that you want. And then you're having a debate with him about something that's really a debatable topic. And then your emotions get into it because you don't have self-control. So when your emotions get into it, your teacher sees that you're bringing emotions into a debate, which you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to. So if you've ever been on a debate team or anything like that, you actually get disqualified for bringing in emotions or yelling or any type of conflict like that, because debating is a form of conflict. Not all conflict is bad, but that's a form of it. So if you bring your emotions into that and you start getting mad or start getting sad, your teacher is going to know that your debating skills aren't as good and that you don't know how to create a very good argument without bringing emotions into it. So then you can kiss that extra credit goodbye. That's just an example. Not a lot of people is really going to be doing this for extra credit, but that's just an example of what your emotions can do and what they can keep you from getting if that's something that you really want. So say you're on the debate team, right? This is an even better example. Say you're on the debate team, and if you have a really good argument and you win the debate, you can get a free scholarship to a school or a college that you want to go to, right? You do it, you're doing really good, and next you know, you or one of your debatees, I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what I'm saying. One of your debatees just brings their emotions into it, and it causes both of you to get disqualified, and now you're out of a scholarship, and that other team wins freely, and they just get that free scholarship because you or your teammate just wanted to bring your emotions into it. So your emotions just kept you from getting something or gaining something or putting yourself in a position that will set you up for the next few years of your life if you were ever thinking about going to college in the first place. So that's one reason why you can, or you should, well, not that you should. Look, my it's none of my business whether you take any of the information that I have and apply it to your life or not. Like, if you listen to this and don't even use it, that's none of my business. My purpose and my whole thing is just to give this information out. Now, I would hope you would want to use it, but if you don't, that's on you. That's not on me. That's not my point. I'm not here to force anybody to do anything. I'm not here to force anybody to think a certain way. I'm just here to get y'all to think for yourselves and think the way y'all want to think. Now, if you don't want to do that, then that's fine. You can go somewhere else. But what I'm trying to say is that there are a lot of things that will hold you back, or not being able to control your emotions is one of the things that will really hold you back in life in general, in anything. So another example, like I said, your emotions can cause you to act and behave a certain way. So if you're talking to somebody and you are just talking to them, having a regular conversation, and then they say something that you do not like or that you despise, and they might have not known that, you might get into a heated argument with them. And it'll be some type of conflict and not a debate type argument, because arguing with someone isn't really an argument. An actual argument is debating. I'm not over going to explain that because that's not the point of the video, but an actual argument is a debate where you're arguing about something, about topics, and you're forming your sentences correctly, in case you didn't know. But when you're arguing with someone, or yelling at them, back and forth, you're getting mad and you're not controlling your emotions. So you might end up doing something to the point to where you react to a trigger, and it causes you to do something that will set you back, which might be hitting them and they didn't hit you, which might be saying something very offensive. It could be in school, it could be in your at your job, it can be anywhere, and you can really do something that could hold you back. Now, you might say they might say something, and you'll react to that, it might hit them, and then they'll react to your reaction, and it's just a whole bunch of different reactions. Everybody's reacting off of each other, and now you might get punched in the face, something like that. Their friends might come out of nowhere and start like hitting you and doing this and starting to fight, and then now after that, you got a broken wrist, broken jaw, you got 2 teeth knocked out of your mouth, permanent teeth, and now you're missing 2 of your front teeth, and now you're walking around looking like a bozo. But you see how reacting and not being intentional and not controlling your emotions can cause you to do things that will set you back. Because I know there's a lot of hotheads out here. There's a lot of people that someone could say one thing to them and like they'll get mad to the point to where they'll just punch someone. Why? Please tell me why. I don't understand. Me personally, I would never be able to understand why people do that. Like, I can understand getting mad when someone disrespects you, because obviously you're supposed to defend yourself. You should defend yourself. You shouldn't be afraid to use your voice. You should have a voice. But don't do it in a way where it's going to set you back. Now, if someone hits you, that's a whole different story. That's up to you whether you want to hit them back or not. Me personally, if someone hit me, man, I'm not letting that slide. But I'm never going to be the first one to hit somebody. But if you swing on me, I'm going to have to swing on you. I'm not going to lie. That's not the point of this video. But what I'm just saying is, the point I'm trying to make is that if you're being intentional, you never want to be you don't want to react to things. You want to do things with intent. And I'm not sure if I made a video on this yet. If I haven't, I will make a video on being intentional. But you don't want to be a reactor, because then you're doing things or you're acting based off of other people's actions, which is not a good thing, because then you're following their mindset and following how they go, and you're following and going and operating your life based on how they operate theirs. Instead, be intentional and do things based off of yourself. Only do something because you want to do it and because you see or feel as though that is the best thing to do, and not because they're trying to get you to do it. Don't be nobody's puppet. There's a lot of people out here that are everybody's puppet. Someone might say something to you and you'll get mad and just hit them. They just got the you just helped them. They got the reaction out of you that they were trying to. Or someone's bothering you or something and you just start yelling. They got the reaction out of you that they're trying to get. They're bothering you on purpose because they want you to get mad. Now you acting like that, like, yeah, they might be annoying, and there's nothing really you can do if someone's being annoying in class, especially if you got that class with them. You could try to ask to get your classes switched for them to get their class switched, but it's not, at that point, there isn't really anything you could do except either ignore them or put them in their place. But you can do that in a way that's not gonna hold you back or get you in trouble. So you got to be intentional with that. Now, me, I'm never gonna be anybody's puppet. So if someone's trying to bother me and they're trying to say something to me, I'm going to defend myself using my words, or I'm just going to ignore them. I'm not going to let them be the person that determines how I act. I'm not going to let them be the person that controls my emotions, because at that point, I'm their puppet. They do something and they do something, I just react to it. They're pulling the strings. That's what they're doing. They're that trigger that's making me mad or making you mad. They're pulling that trigger, and then you're reacting. That's the same thing with a puppet. The puppet master pulls the string with the arm. Guess what? The puppet reacts and moves its arm. You see what I'm saying? Don't be nobody's puppet. So don't do things because somebody else is trying to get you to do that. That's what you got to see. And if you do react to it, 9 times out of 10, they're going to keep bothering you. They ain't going to stop because they see that you're affected by it. Now, that's self-control. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is poise. I like to think that your poise is basically how you behave. And it's like, for example, if I'm talking to somebody, am I nervous? Am I like shaky? Am I anxious or anything like that? Am I sitting there just like, huh? Like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain sometimes, but at the same time, it's not hard to explain. It's just hard to understand sometimes. But your poise is basically how you behave, how you act. Are you nervous all the time? Are you scared? Are you afraid when you're talking to people? And you might not have good poise. You might have good poise when it comes to getting on a roller coaster because you're calm, you like them. But you might have bad poise when you're talking to somebody that you don't know, because you're not used to talking to people that you don't know, and you don't have really good social skills. So you're always nervous, shy, and like always like hiding behind a corner or hiding in a corner type. So me, like, if you have really good poise, like your confidence and your demeanor and your appearance all shows your poise. And I'll explain how. Your confidence, if you're confident and you're talking to somebody, you're confident what you're saying, you're most likely going to be sitting there like this, just chilling, just saying you're going to be sitting there just talking like that. I'm a very someone that's laid back, that's chill. I'm a very laid back and chill person. So when I'm talking about something, especially when I'm confident what I'm saying, I'm always chill, laid back, and talking about it. I'm not scared, anxious. I'm not shaking or anything like that. I'm not nervous, nothing like that. But your confidence and your demeanor and your appearance can really allow someone to determine what type of person you are, or not what type of person you are, but how you're acting or how you feel. Because if you seem like you're scared or you're nervous, they're going to see that, and they're probably going to be alarmed by that. If you don't trust what you're saying, you're not confident with what you're saying, like I said in my last video and other videos before that, if you're not confident in what you're saying, they're going to see that through your poise, like I always kept on saying, and they're going to see that, and they're probably going to back off and not trust you because you don't trust yourself. The way you view yourself is the way other people's going to view you. Same thing with your demeanor. Your demeanor is more of like how you behave. Your poise is basically, it's just, everything is just appearance, demeanor, and confidence. Is all three of those things, but the main one that's really how you behave is your demeanor. That's like the actual definition. Like, you don't quote me on this, but you could look the actual definition up of demeanor. You could figure it out what the actual definition of is. But I get my own definition. I look at what it is and I just put it in my own words because it helps me to remember it a lot easier. But your appearance too. If you dress good, you dress nice, and not just like wearing chains and jewelry and stuff like that. Like, you take time out of your day to do your hair, make sure your hair is good. You clean your face to make sure your face is looking good. Maybe you put a lip balm on to make sure your lips ain't chapped. You know what I'm saying? You wipe your eyes, make sure you don't got no eye crust or nothing like that. You clean your shoes, you got nice shoes on. You know what I'm saying? You look well put together. Like, you don't have to be wearing jewelry or nothing like that. Like, as long as you look well put together, people are going to see that people are going to automatically assume that you're confident in yourself. Now, you don't have to look good in terms of what you're wearing in order for someone to see that you're confident. You could go somewhere wearing shorts and be like, see, I'm not trying to knock shorts because there ain't nothing wrong with shorts. I wear shorts all the time. But what I'm saying is you can wear anything, right? And if people think what you're wearing isn't a good type of fashion and they don't like that, the way your demeanor is and how you behave and how you talk and your word choice and what type of person you are, when you really know who you are, the way you look won't even matter because they'll see past that. They'll see through that. You can look like a bum, but be a very informative person and be someone that helps people a lot. And you could have helped those people. They'll see past the way you look. Like that'll make up for how you look. So it won't even matter. So that's why your appearance doesn't matter that much. That's why a lot of people say when it comes to dating, like personality is the most. One thing I can say about that, I don't really talk about dating on my channel because it's not a topic that I've gotten into. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I guess we'll find out. But one thing I can say is that when it comes to that, someone looking good is just the thing that attracts you to that person. It's not the thing that's going to keep you, because you can look good, but like there's a lot of other people in the world that look good or might even look better. So that's not the thing that's not going to keep me around. The thing that'll keep me around is your mindset and your personality and how you think. That's what I want to know, because I don't want to get with someone that looks good but doesn't know a thing about life, doesn't know what they want out of life. They don't know what they want to be. They don't know what they want out of themselves. They don't know how to take care of themselves. They don't take care of them. I don't want anything like that. So I don't want to get too much into dating and stuff like that, because like I said, that's not a topic that I'm very into right now. I haven't gotten into that. So, and I would like to educate myself more on that, but you know, I ain't trying to get into all that, but that's just a piece of what I was trying to say. And two of the parts of self-control is anger and sadness. Now, like I was saying about the anger, I already talked about that one, how that could be a detriment to you if you can't control that emotion. But your emotions in general, being able to control your emotions is going to allow you to do things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to do. And let me tell you why, right? I'm not saying, see, I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying being angry and being sad are bad, because it's not. There's a lot of good things about being mad and being sad. It allows you to relieve stress. But what I'm trying to tell you is that if you're mad about something, don't take it out and use it in the wrong way that's going to hold you back. Same thing with overthinking. I talked about this before. When you overthink, I overthink all the time. I like to think that overthinking is a good thing, because my definition of overthinking isn't, I don't overthink in a bad way. I overthink in a way that's going to push me forward, that's going to help my life operate in a way it needs to be, in a way I needed to be in order to get the things that I want and to achieve the things that I want to achieve. For example, when I'm overthinking, I think very deeply about things so that I can really understand what I'm thinking about. Some people, when they overthink, they're doubting themselves. And that's the negative type of overthinking, where you start doubting yourself and feeling like you're not good enough. That overthinking, that's the bad overthinking. But anger, if I'm playing basketball, right? And if somebody just comes out of nowhere and says I'm garbage or something like that, I'm not going to get mad, because like, really, I don't care. Like, okay, one, that's constructive criticism. That's not their intention. Their intention is just to be an idiot, be stupid, you know. But that's constructive criticism. To me, it is. One, I really don't care what they say, because I know I'm good. And two, if I'm not doing good that day and they tell me that, all I'm going to do is use that to make me better. And now, if I ever did get mad, right, I wouldn't get mad and just throw the basketball at the face. That's stupid. Then I'm gonna get sent to the principal's office, or I'm gonna get in trouble. That's dumb. What's the point of that? That's just a waste of time. That's adding more drama to my life that I don't need. There's literally no point of doing that. That's literally not going to do anything for me. It's not making me more money. It's not getting me more muscle mass in terms of working out. It's not getting me better at basketball. There's no point. Instead, I'm going to keep that ball in my hands and keep practicing instead of just throwing a ball at someone. Now I don't got no time to practice. See what I'm saying? And you might get in trouble by your parents at home. You might be grounded. And then you might be practicing basketball outside, but you can't because you're grounded now. You see what I'm saying? So it's like throwing a ball at someone's face or doing something that's going to get you in trouble is pointless. There's no point in doing it. That's why I say you got to control your emotions. So you have anger, use that. You're mad that this person is telling you that you're not good. Now, one, Some people might be telling you that you're not good, and their intentions might be good to the point to where they just really know that you're not good, and they're trying to get you to know that you need to get better. Or there's people that are just ignorant and they're just stupid and they're idiots and they just want to tell you you're bad for no reason. Me, honestly, I think it's funny. If someone came up to me and said I was garbage, and I actually am, thank you, and you trying to be mean or something like that, thank you. At least I know now. Self-awareness. Now I know I got to get better. So me, I don't really care if someone tell me that, because if they're trying to be rude and I know I'm not bad, it's like, I'm going to look at you like you got 10 heads and I'm going to laugh. Like, because it's funny. It's like, me, in my head, when someone's trying to disrespect me or something like that, I just laugh in my life. I can't, I might even laugh out loud. That's how funny it is, because it's like, I can't even comprehend the reason why they even come up to me. They're taking time out of their day to come up to me to say something to me. They must be really bored. I ain't gonna lie. They must not be doing anything to the point to where they have to come up to someone and say something. What is the point? Bro, I don't understand. It's crazy. I don't understand. But me, it can never be me. You would never catch me doing something like that, because I'm always doing something that's gonna push me forward. I ain't over here I ain't all that bringing people down stuff. I'm all about building people up. But sadness is another thing. If you're sad about something, you can use that sadness to benefit you. For example, people that have been in trauma, or people, maybe, for example, I can use someone that might have been homeless in the past, right? As an example, they may have been sad when they were homeless, or when they think about the times they were homeless, their purpose might be to help people, right? They want to help people or give homeless people the opportunity that they never had, right? So then they might get a job and work at a homeless shelter to give homeless people an opportunity that they never had when they were homeless. And they're using that sadness every time they think about homeless, them being homeless and they're being sad. They can use that sadness to be like, okay, I don't like that this happened to me, and I'm sad that it did. This trauma that I have from being homeless is too much on me. It's too much stress. So I would not want anybody else to go through this. So I will do anything and everything I can to keep anybody from ever going through this trauma. You see what I'm saying? They're using, or they can use, their sadness to their advantage, because they're in control of their emotions. Like I said, I always say, use yourself to your fullest potential. Use yourself to get the things that you want. They want to help homeless people, all right? Using their sadness to get that, to achieve that. You see what I'm saying? They're using their emotions to help them and to push them forward and to motivate them. You don't always have to have someone come up to you and say you're doing good and motivate you. You can motivate yourself. That's called self-motivation. See what I'm saying? Learn a thing or two. That's about it for this video. That's all I really wanted to talk about. But bro, literally, I just want y'all to understand that controlling your emotions is a really good thing. If you don't control your emotions, I don't know what to say. I don't know what you're doing. I ain't gonna lie. Now, you don't have to if you don't want to, but if you do, you know what I'm saying, just keep tapping in. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna learn a thing or two on my channel if you're new here. But yeah, control your emotions. And also, I feel like self-control is not only control over your emotions, but control over yourself, your entirety, your whole entire yourself or person holistically, including your thoughts. Your thoughts is another thing, because the way you think is also something that can cause you to act in certain ways. You might think something and then you'll act based off how you're thinking. So think in a way that's going to push you forward and instead of put you down, you know what I'm saying? So let me tell you this one thing right here, right? Think, act, and do things with intent in a way that is going to push you forward to get you the things that you want to get you to the places you want to be, and use yourself to your fullest potential and never waste potential of yourself, because doing that is going to hold you back and it can keep you from getting the things that you want. And then you'll get even more sad and upset about that. And then now your emotions are even more out of control, and now you're really holding yourself back, and then it's going to be even harder to climb that ladder that's supposed to be leading to your successfulness. So in order to succeed, one thing you can do is be intentional. Always do things with intention. And the definition of intent, or my definition personally, is having a plan or having an aim or something organized that you organized in order to try to achieve. So, hey man, that's it for this video, boys. I don't want to say boys because I don't know who's watching this video. That's it for this video, boys and girls, everybody out there, you know what I'm saying? That's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, you know what I'm saying? We about to get out. We're going to come with a third one. The third one is coming up. I don't know when. Actually, I do know when, but I just ain't going to tell y'all. And let me tell you this before I leave. I don't know if I'm going to be making videos on Saturday and Sunday no more. You want to know why? Because when I make my video, I made a video, right? And it took about usually when I make my videos, I usually make them the day before they're going to get posted because I know it takes like a day for them to post. But me, when I make my videos, when I go into my school, that video be uploading so fast. It uploads so slow at my house, right? But then as soon as I get to school, it was at 22%. And then it's time to go to the class. I get to class. I check my phone. It's at 95. I'm like, whoa. I was like, hold up. This school Wi-Fi is way too good. Now I ain't complaining though. There ain't no complaints here because that's helped me get the videos out to y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? W school Wi-Fi, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, all jokes aside, I hope you all enjoyed this video, man. I hope you got something out of this. Hope you learned something from this. Keep watching my videos. Rewatch this video over and over in order to really understand what I was trying to teach y'all and show you on this video. Keep thinking for yourself. Also, remember, stay safe, stay strong, stay motivated. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.